El siguiente programa se presenta a ustedes en colores vivos. Capital Thought. Start date in the year of the Lord, UFFA.0001 apostrophe space. The final frontier, the great challenge. These are the mission journey for the next 5 years. We will explore new worlds, discover life and the civilization that exists beyond in the extraterrestrial space. This mission is to reach where humankind has never gone before. Welcome. Welcome to the program of our architectural show. This is the Bully Show, so in this time we must go to the next program. This is the first program we're talking. We have an analysis for the proposals or for the proposal of one firm, one office of architecture. So we come on to open the program with the letter we have it. So the Bully experience, the Bully report, and the Bully scenario is talking about architecture, and we want with this series inspire and go to feel pride for the creative, the artist, the architect. We want to show the discipline as the way. The discipline is to continue improve your work and your activity. It is way of thinking, a way of working. So the craft is a trick to enlightenment. So we wanted to give you a better value in your life, show you the enlightenment way, and this way is do it best your activity, your creative moments go away. So it's needed. You maybe see I don't have the fluency in English because it's the same to the other programs what I say you. I don't talk with nobody in English. I talking in Spanish because this program is run with you from Mexico. In this moment, it's from Mexico. So I think in Spanish with all the people around me is talking in Spanish. So I only have a little moments with talking English with you. So with this, sorry, I don't have the word. With this, con esta explicación, with this talk, I wanted to say you maybe don't have the patience for this program in English. Is you thinking I have a better fluency and better content in the Spanish version. You maybe wanted to see, or maybe you wanted to have a comparative with this program and the version in Spanish, using the automatic translate with YouTube. So thank you too, and we're going to go to the program. So the other program, the programs before this, we're talking about the revolution in the UNAM strike. UNAM is University National of Mexico. So we have a problem there with one people is taking his life. This is so bad, but this person is talking about his problems in a letter and is talking in little phrases about the problem of the architecture in the university. So with listen here, the problems with the pressure and the bad ways to talk ways to environment, the bad environment for work in the university. So it's not necessary having bad practice. We have to resume this problematic to bad practice. We're talking about this in other moment in the future, but in this case, the revolution is about the change. It's not necessary to have bad practice with the person. So this bad practice is for the work, useless to talk with the person and all the time be punishment, and be pushed more work and more finished product. It's not the word. We needed best solution. No, it's matter. You're healthy. It's no matter. The things in your mind. It's no matter. The only important is you have a red line, and it's needed you push it to the limit for this red line. So it's not necessary, because life is not necessary run this way, and it's not necessary have the culture for the bad treatment, the bad practice for the person, because this culture is go out to the university and is going to the enterprises, to the work environment. So people have the problem. The young people is the first person to have this problem with the work don't have limits for the person, and it's not necessary. It's not necessary the bad practice. So we're talking in this program about this, and we want talking this in the future forward. So in this moment, this program is run about design. This is the first program we're talking about one analysis to the proposals for one firm, one office architecture. So this office architecture is MHN Design Union. This enterprise, I think, is the more Mexican-based architecture in this proposal. So this is not necessarily the goal of this firm. This office of architecture is in Sydney, Australia, and they come on to work his proposal with the proposal of one Israeli artist. So come on to go with the program. Thank you for watching. Come on. Okay, this is the website of this firm of architecture, MHN Design Union. You can find this in the comments in the box of comments in YouTube. So this is the first image for this website. when you see the diverse projects this person have it. So this is a point we come on to look the building we wanted, the project we wanted to show you, and this is there, the VIKING, the enterprise is VIKING. Sorry, we have a problem here. Yeah. Come on. We must let it come on this. With this. Okay. This is the VIKING building. So we have a problem here to show you. Yes. It's gone. So there it is. So this building, in this case, I wanted to show you because have a very powerful proposal, and we have it. A lot of words is an invention for the people in architecture to come on in the time to want to give a description for the things we have in the front. For in this case, we want to talk about the composition. So I don't know if you have an award specifically for this kind of proposal. So we come on to give it a name, and this name is an explosion. So this is a Façade explosion. Is Façade? Oh, I needed to know this. Oh, sorry. I don't have the word this time for this front of building. We have an explosion, plastic explosion. So we come on to talking about this. This is other way of other visual of the same building. So you can see you have other kind of proposal for the same element. So we have it other visual for the front of the building. So we have an explosion on this plastic moment. So we must go to talking about this in specifically. Come on to go to see the visual of the building here, and this is the back of the building. So we have the base and the building, the curve of the building, the different part for the plastic proposal. So we have the base, and the base is sorry, because I don't talk it all these things and I don't have the words in the point of my mouth. So we have the base to useless for the activities, commercial activities, and we have other kind of activities in the superior part. So this is apartments, and we have a transition for the elements, so the back and the up. So this is not in this program the final of the goal of this program. So we must go to talk about the proposal, and the proposal is this. So we must go. So in this case we have the Façade. I don't have the word in English for, maybe the word is Façade. The Façade, the front of the building. So in this Façade we must go to see the treat of the elements. We have it here. So we're talking in this case for two parts of the Façade, of the La Façade. We have it displays. We have it the red part, and the red part have elements in this place. So we have a yellow part in the composition, and the yellow part is the same. You have it here, and you have it here. So why? This is because we have it three visual, I don't have the word to eje, three visual lines to develop the composition. And this is the front. This is the front, like the other buildings, but in this case we have a transition because the street in the front of the building is in a circular development. So in this case we have now an angle in the visual for the proximity, for you go to give it the proximity to the building. So in this case you have it one visual line here, sorry, here you have one line, and here you have other. Sorry, this is the yellow side. You have here one, and you have here other. And this element in red is a composition for this side, and the yellow is composition for this other side. And it gives you a visual for the building. And in this case, this particular element for the building is having a very fine development. So we have it here, and acentos. Acentos is I don't have the word in English. Acentos is an elements for plus, to give you a plus the proposal. So in this case, these lines in yellow is wanted to give you a plus for you have a visual experience. So you can see this in the next image. When you see this develop of the proposal of this element, you come on to see the yellow side for the composition here. Oh shit. Oh, this is a word. It's fluency very, very fast. You here have the yellow version of the proposal. So this person, this artist, Israeli artist, is wanted in his own proposal to have pieces to be developed with the movement. It's an kinetic plastic. So in this case, it's the same. This kinetic plastic is run for the front of the buildings because you have this esta fachada, this visual, and it's a solution to yellow. But in the other sides for the visual, you have a red part. In this case, this image is not have a correctly angled for the visual for one. See all these proposal in red for, but we have a clear we have clear intention. We have clear things, clear knowledge for the intention of this composition. So we have it here. Oh shit. We have it here, the red. But I say is better in this case is better the program in Spanish because you have it best fluency language, and if you want it, you come on to see in translate real time. So your interest, come on to see there. But in the time we have the same program in English or Spanish. So we have this plus for the composition with these acentos. Acentos is a word to use it in the right part of the language, in Spanish, in French, In other language, you have acentos. This acentos, this plus, is for you command to use a more level for the sound. So so this is an acento. It's an element for have a plus. So in this case, we have the perfection of the proposal with these acentos, with these elements to give you a plus to the composition, for giving an emphasis to the person to see we wanted to go to class, to go to show you. So in this case it's direct. So come on, we goes back to the other part of the element. So in this case, in this program, we only showed you the front, because this element is a very sturdy element for very lot of hours of work for one person to use diverse element for other historical proposal buildings, and then they have his own proposal to be in a constructor, in a, I don't have a perfectly words, with ensamblando. When you come on to assembly the elements, you have it in your portfolio of options. In this case, in these buildings in special. So the person who use the creative part uses a lot of elements. So in this case, we go on to talk only to the other facade, to the la otra fachada, to the other place of the building. So to have an knowledge about how is the composition is completely, is assembly. In this case, we have this first composition to this visual line. So in this visual line, we have the yellow part. So the yellow part is talking with us, and have this plus these acentos here. So you can see in this case with this facade, when esta parte de esta fachada, you can see your building is this, and this building have this aperture. Sorry when I don't have it perfectly word, but you needed to listen, but it's the problem because Spanish and other language have a lot of words with English don't have it. So it's difficult for me using the correctly words to talk about the proposal. So in this case, come on to the image, we can see this first element, and this first element have an articulation to the next part, to this other side. So in this place, in this side in specifically, we have we don't have more time because this is a program and it's go on with the clock. Okay, in this case we have the other side of the building, and the other side of the building have other logic for the plastics. So in this case, this other element is not about the visual lines. You have it for the front. In this case, this element is common to have a development and have a movement lines in the front. And this movement lines in the front is about the person to have the composition of this, to give it a movement, an artificial movement, because this is not necessarily a movement about the urbanism is around. It is a proposal to the person, give it to the person to come on to see the element. And in this case, the person who worked this composition wanted give it this give it to the proposal this movement. So this movement you can see here, because it's not no line recta. It's not a one line in only one position. No, this have a cross. This have an angle. This angle is here. So we have other change here in the line, another in this place. So this person wanted to give it an integration, all these movements in Façade with the color, and then we have the color here, and this color is in this element persianas. It's an I don't have the word persianas in English, but this element is open windows, open doors. To in the movement they have it to open is articulated to displace in the visual one part of the element to give it the color. So in this case, this element is used for Le Corbusier or in other parts of the Mediterranean, in the European architecture, to give it movement, to give it to the facade, to the element movement. And this movement is because you don't know how person in this building is open his window. So the mathematical arbitrariedad with the person use his own decision is open or not open his window, and this have the solution for the building, for the plastic in the building. So all days is different. You don't have the same facade all days. It's different all days because the composition of the part of the position of this color is different all days. And in this case, the color is the element to give it one unit to all composition. And you can see the windows is open, and then when it's open, you have color in there. So this proposal is so deeply, it's muy profundo. It's so deep. It's deep? But I don't know. It's a lot of information in this facade. And in this case, we have the problem with this element in the base, because this element don't give it the chance to the person to see fly the element. So the composition for my understand, is wanted to give it the person the visual effect to fly the element in the base. So we needed more space here to see this part of the building flying. So maybe this is not the intention of the person with giving this proposal willing for have this kind of solution. I don't know, but it's una sugerencia. It's is when you work with plastic forms, is an element you thinking is an goal for the proposal to give the to the public the perspective to this element is fly. So I think personally we needed more space here for this effect. Here we needed more space for look it fly the building. So you needn't have patience with me, because it's so little difficult. Don't talk in English and then use words. Don't use it never to give it an explanation about this kind of thing. So this is the proposal of the program to give you entertainment, but in this entertainment we wanted to change the world. So well, maybe this take so little more time. and we come on to go to the finish, because this video is so is come on to a lot of time. So we come on to see this. This is the front. This is the part where I'm talking to you about the solution. So when you see this part is an I don't have the word. When you come on to use color, the color is brillante, is preeminent, or mate. I don't have the other name in English. So when you use color, the color we have one glass cover is brighting. You give it a reflect with the light. It's brighting. I think it is the word, brilla. But when you have other kind of paint, this paint don't have a reflection. This type of finish acabado, this finish disposal for the material is mate. I don't have the word for mate, but in other time we have the word. So in this case, this part is mate, don't have a bright, but this is an element. This here is an element to have this bright, and this is because I thinking the person who wanted to the buildings come on to fly, they wanted to the persons come on to see this bright, come on to use this bright, give it the perspective intention to don't see one basement. So have a plastic solid. I don't have the word, man. Sorry. Don't have this massivity, this material disposal, because in architecture, in Occidental architecture, we wanted all the time the elements fly. So in this case, this is the brightness element, and the brightness element is here. But I think it is necessary don't have it this part. Also, in the reality, the architect don't have all the solution in his hand, because the reality is part of the equation, and the reality is talking about money. But this is other things. Then the money talk first, and then it's a punishment for the proposal. So, well, this is part of the solution. Is needed to have it, and maybe don't have a better solution. And I think maybe the person to work this thinking it's a better solution to have it. So in this case, we have the building, and the building is this. This is the building, and the building is command here and here, and this is the finish. So in this place, we have an immaterial part, because in the solution plastic for the person, we want this person want to have a transition in the visual, for the visual perspective for the person in this line. Come on. They have in this line for this person to have this visual line, to give it the experience of no material, immaterial building, because they have it this this have a name, flips. I think its name is flips, like the planes. They have it this flips with this a solution to elements for metallics, to give it a transition with the horizons for the fresh air. So in this case, you have this transition to give it in material for the buildings. This is the building, this is the transition, and this is the open air. For in this case, we have this translution, esta transparency. Sorry, because maybe in this program we come out to invent a lot of words because I don't have it in English, the word, and I use it as Spanish words. So this is the same for the other side. For this side, for the yellow part, this is the yellow part. We have the same solution to the transition in material. This is in material solution because it's a little vanish. Is vanish the word? The little shadow of building, a transparency for the outer space. So this video is so long, we must finish this here. We must finish here, and we wanted to have a better programs to the next. So give me a moment because I don't go with the I don't have the word. We don't go correctly with the sketch of the program, and then the production is talking about this is a problem. So we must go. It's not so fast, but I go correctly with the program. In this case, we have this image talking, and this is the final for the program. In the next programs, we're going to talk about this with this kind of solution. Sorry, I don't wanted to come on to the music down. So in the next program, we're talking more about this specifically solution, this specifically building, and talking to the other two buildings about this firm. So we see this aperture of windows, and we see the color solution. But I'm talking in other picture. Is it red? The red part. This is yellow, here is yellow, and then you don't know the composition, how is in the next day, because you don't have the control for the person, and the person is decide open or not open his window. So all days you have a different composition. This is the plus, but this is not the plus, is a power of this architecture solution plastic. You give it the person don't know it, it's not necessarily a solution real for the person. You utilize the activity of the person for command and give it a plus, your proposal. So this is a good solution. It's a good solution. So in this case, I think it's because I wanted in my solution, in my buildings, in my proposal, give it a person all the time apertures of windows. We have this kind of plastic. But with this is out more time because this is a very large video. Come on, and we go to the close the program. So see you. We come on with the program, but in this case, the core of the program is covered. So we go to the other part of the program with the capsules. Come on, see you. Okay, in this part of the program, we're talking about Evol Magazine, and we're talking for his book, Paradigms of Computer. This book is about the next paradigms in computing, and this is about the computer in architecture. So this person is thinking about the future with a solution inside of the office and to the all the places where you come on to see a computer solutions in architecture. So I give you my own perspective, and my own perspective is the computer doesn't have a lot of future in architecture, and this is because people don't know it about the process. All the process, all the process is for people to have it 50 years, maybe to have 50 years to life, to have 30 years in the evolution of the professional, because the profession is so segment. So it's a lot of segments to give it a circular development for one proposal. Because when you see one building in the street, is a lot of parts of block of work is doing for the emplacement this building. You see person to draft, persons to go to tramits in the government. It's a lot of work. So persons don't have this experience. And this experience is not for all people. A lot of people have this kind of experience and a visual for all the I don't have the word, toda la cadena, don't have it, don't see all the part of the work is needed to give it a solution to packet goal. Don't have it. And then the person wanted to give it a solution, so a simple solution to the experience, and don't have this experience and wanted to supply this with software. No, man, it's not the solution. The software is done command to think for you, and done the software don't have all the experience is needed for command to go one solution. And the first point you can see this is when a software cost. You have a schedule for a list for works and materials, and you come on and give a selection, and you put in your computer one or more and more and more and more, but you have a list for procediments, for a list for a schedule for works and materials for something you don't have any idea, man. And then not all the people is come on to go on to build an hospital. No, man, the hospital is not for all people. It's the same place with an airplanes port. This is not for all the people. You need an experience. It's the same when you come on to industrial or you go to the buildings of apartments. It's a question so different, have so different kinds of experiences you need it. In this case, for I talking, for all this, the circular environment is needed to that give a solution. The way to have an industrial displacement is not the same for an apartments or hospital, and you need a lot of life, not only one life, a lot of life to have the experience in all the kinds of management of facilities. So people thinking with using software is a solution. This is my position. I have 30 years experience directly with architecture, and this is the experience that I have with the software. And this is no new thing. This is a thing is worked 20 years ago. Wanted to give it a magical solution in software to supply the experience the persons don't have. This is no work, but this is my position. And you can see something like this in this book, Paradigms of Computer in Evolog magazine, from Evolog magazine, and you can build this. You can buy this book in Amazon. So we're talking here to the skyscraper competition. It's on Evolog magazine. It's about skyscraper competition for all kind of people. You maybe work in your home. You maybe go to do draft something. You have an idea about who is the skyscraper for the future. This is a competition. So we needed to go more fast because this video is so long. Okay, and we must go. Oh, yes, I don't push this. Sorry. Okay, we must go. We come on to see an Embraer solution for Mexicana of aviation. Come on to see in this moment the space for the artistic video. This artistic video is command for you to show you on a video. We have a proposal, a digital proposal, and this is because digital art is in a composition for different photograph, different image. You may be useless in your own proposal. So we go on to give you a seconds with this video to enjoy this. Okay, we must go to the next part. In this case, in this part of the program, we want to push companies to this part for the architecture. In this case, is showed you all these pens for Carlo Aiello. So you can find it, all these products in Amazon, and I wanted to have this kind of pen. For me, it's so wonderful because you have an element to be in construction. You can use it. Okay, we must go on with the program, and in this moment we go on to talking about the next programs we go on to see after this. Not before, when I don't have the word. This next program we're talking about the design, industrial design, and in this case we have the program about the memories of the future, because we come on to see a solution in 2014 have General Motors, in this case Chevrolet, to the mobility for China. So people thinking China is in his bicycles, and then it's come on to the bicycles to common to use one car, so one electric car. So in this case, person thinking maybe China's people don't have a knowledge to drive a car. So this is the first thinking, and they wanted to give it a little car, electric car, to the transition to the bicycles to the car. So people don't have any idea about the future of China. So this is not a lot of time. This is only 12 years ago. So the next program, we're talking about the next programs is part of the series is talking about specifically the science office, and that's the science office is in this case from the United States, the Skin with and Mary. I think it is for the America, for the architecture fields, the more largest, the more biggest office of architecture in the world, Skin with and Mary. In this case, we showed you the portfolios they have it and his website. So for the next program, we're talking about the office of Europe, and in this case, we're talking about England. So Zaha Hadid, I might think, is the most powerful proposal office in the world. The proposal now for Zaha Hadid is a more powerful message in his proposal. And for the end of the series, we're talking with one. Remember, the series is in Spanish or in English, and in this series for the Spanish people, we're talking about for the Hispanidad, for the people who's talking Spanish, we're talking one Hispanic office of architecture. In this case, is ACME. So this is a little chanchullo. This is a word in Spanish to say it is not necessarily true, because ACME is a London enterprise. It's a London office of architecture. So we're talking about this, and in the next program, I come on to the finish to the series. We must go. Sorry, because I need to do this correctly, because people say me I don't do it things correctly. Give me a moment. So command to change, we must go. So this program is in support to the official punk rock band for the architecture program, for the body show. In this case, is Seguimos Perdiendo. So it's a salute for Seguimos Perdiendo, and come on to finish the program. So I come on to read some things, and it's a sorry, because I can have the sound of the video, and I listen to the sound. I listen the presentation. So for copyright problems, you don't see, you don't listen. So this is the end of the program, and we remember my intention here, my job here, is to invite to you to dream, to inspire all, with sharing ideas for all of creativity world. So we wanted you have it as a way to life, a way of life, the enlightenment when I say it. So maybe we'll find something didn't know you wanted. So my intention here, my job here, is to stop so much frustration, to have adult people in creativity work, and showing everyone the trick of enlightenment, the way to enlightenment, so a way of life. And the enlightenment is only do it best you proposal your work creativity too. So you remember, we promote the craft like the trick to enlightenment. So just do it better, use your business, and your activists to invest. This is the finish of the program. So the whole experience is a realization for my brother Barranqui Boy, and I thank you, Barranqui Boy. It is a co-production on El Zamorano, and we thank you. Sorry, because I need to come on. We thank you in the United States to Tani, Oli, Mati, and Anthony in Arizona, Selena Orenzans and Daniela Corbett in California, in Spain. Sorry. Come on. In Spain, to the plastic artist Ruth González, in Mexico, Alejandra de Aguiluz in Veracruz, the Doctora Nube Estrada in Puebla, and Claudia Borbón in Mexico City. In Argentina, to Miguel Roberto Bozas Cartasi. With thanks to Todo Concreto in Mexico City, what makes all this possible. Thank you all. Remember, the world is of those who dare. The world is of those who dream. The rest is failure. So we must go in 10 seconds. And you come on. 3, 2, 1, we go.